like you guys, there's really something about you guys having some sort of talent when it comes to being able to um, have people hooked on you. Okay, there's this thing that people feel like they can't kind of move on from you. Okay, you have a lot of people that come into your life who are meant to be there for seasons. Like you need this person to help you with this, and they need you to help them with this. And there's a lot of people who come across you. This is what, like, the Lover's card. The Lover cards talks about how the universe, God is contracting, not contracting, but just bringing two people together for a certain time. Okay. And I feel like collective, you guys, once the time is up, you guys are ready to go. And there are people that are just like, no, where the hell are you going? The opposite energies. And I feel like this can be disruptive in a lot of people's lives because there are a lot of people who stay friends with people, who stay lovers, who stay close to family members way longer than they should have. And I feel like this could bring some sort of difficulties into your life because these people don't understand when to let go. Okay? Um, I do feel collective. You guys get this vibe that is very loving. It makes someone want to be a better person for you, especially masculine energies. And I feel like there is like, you guys, when you come into people's life, it's like their family likes you, their friend likes you. There's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of enjoyment, a lot of partying. Just, it's a lot of good vibes. Okay, so it's kind of hard to just like leave this energy behind when it's brought such good energy. Okay, that makes sense. Um, yeah, I feel like collective, you guys know when to leave. Simple as that. Okay, that's kind of what I was getting in the intuitives. So, for the collective mini reading, you guys, I just feel like you guys come into people's life to kind of like heal them, okay? And I feel like yours, you get your success in helping people. Like, I don't feel like you guys get revenge. I feel like you guys, like, it's the vibe of like if somebody is taking advantage of you, because receiving some type of energy like this, um, sometimes people can get into their ego and they feel like, oh yeah, this is how you should treat me, and then they don't give back to you. And I think like you realize it's something bigger. Like God has ordained us to be together, so I have to play my role, and put my all into it because I have a badge of honor bestowed on me. And then once it's done, you leave. And when you leave, it's just like the success that you brought to people, the love that you bring to a person, they feel like that's your revenge. Like you don't have to get revenge on anyone. The revenge is you leaving and taking your love away from people. Okay. And I feel like you do this for the calls that the universe or God is giving to you. Um, I feel like collective, there is like, yeah, it's just this vibe of like you come into, it's just the same thing as saying over and over again. Okay. Like you come into help people. You come in to help people. These could be like underdogs. There's something about the underdog that's really, really significant. Like people who've been counted out, people who feel like, oh, this person isn't going to be shit. This person is never going to, be abundant, be successful. I feel like God brings you into these people's lives to like, you know, to, you're like, you like help people give other people their karma. So if there is something of like a friend who, a lot of people have passed them up in life, you come into their life and you're like, friend, let's go to this class. I know this class where we can get in, we can pay this amount of money, or I know somebody that knows somebody, and we can level up. And you level up with this friend, like you guys become like registered nurses, and there was a lot of people who told your friend like, you're not gonna be shit, your life is never going to be worth the damn. You're not going to make it to this age. And then, you give this friend the success and then you go about your way. But when you do something like that, somebody is just like, well, you can't leave me. And it's like, no, my work is done. Like, it's kind of that vibe. This could be with a lover. Maybe there is a lover who there could be situations where a lot of people told them, oh, you're not going to find nobody wants you, or everyone's going to cheat on you, nobody's going to take you serious, this or that. And then you come into this lover's life. Maybe they could even say, oh, like, you're not going to find nobody pretty, or you're not going to find nobody nice. And then you come into a lover's life and you just turn them up, okay? And, a lot of people are just kind of like, wow, like, okay, you're doing your thing. Like, you have somebody good, or you have somebody that other people will really want, or maybe even everybody wants, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I don't get the energy of like, I don't know, I'll keep doing the reading because I get an exclusive energy. I don't get this energy of, oh, everybody wants you. I feel like something like you guys have this energy of staying private. It's like I'll pop out when God needs me to, but other than that, I'll stay in my cocoon. This is literally like somebody who is like, literally somebody who is, how do I say this? Like, I can't, it's like you have a contract with God in so many words to help people. And you get money from this. It's almost like you and God has made a deal to like help bring people, lift people up. Okay? Like you come into someone's life. It's almost like those movies. Have you ever seen those movies like in high school? Like the lame, I don't know, maybe like the popular person needs to help the lame for some reason. Or maybe just feel some sort of sympathy for them and they help this person get them really popular. But it's this reading is really giving me the vibe of like you always, it's like somebody takes advantage of you. Okay? It's like they take advantage of you. But it's this vibe of like once these people get to this position that you put them in, they can't get out of this position. So it's kind of like, they'll get on top and they'll kind of like, kind of like take advantage of you, kind of like do you wrong. Once they get their little bit of notoriety or fame, and then you like let them go, and then this person finally realizes like the fame, the notoriety is not what it's about. It's about helping other people, when they're down. And I feel like this is what makes people never forget about you. And this might even draw the line, cross the line of like, you're meant to be in my life. Like you can't. It's like people cannot wrap like their minds around the fact that you made such a big impact to get them to where they're at, and then you just leave. Like you don't want anything, you don't ask for anything, and it's this vibe of like because God gives this to you Himself. You don't, or maybe you do get compensation from these people. Maybe they pay you, they help you, I don't know, but I just feel like even if they don't, whatever they don't do, God will do for you. So these people feel like, wow, you're just not getting it. No, you are getting something. God is going to give it to you. And I feel like this is how you're cracking the code is by understanding when it's time to leave and let go of a situation. Okay. And actually truly leaving. All right. I also feel like these people, um, okay, because it's about to get. Hold on, let me see something. These people, yeah, it's like I said, literally, like you'll be helping these people, showing these people the beauty of life, and that anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. Anything can happen. Okay, like that's the vibe you get, and these people will have this type of energy, and they'll still cheat on you. They will probably have third party situations, they will get the big head and they'll have somebody on the side who is similar to you. Maybe they're really pretty, maybe they're really popular, maybe they're really beautiful. And they'll be like, oh, well, I mean, if I can get you, I can get someone similar to you also. But these person are just carbon copies. They're not truly like you. And these people will be dealing with maybe you and another person. And they'll start realizing like there's no one like the collective. But then by that time, it's kind of too late. And they'll try to come back around. And I feel like collective, you just are just like, no. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to crack my hands. My hands are locking. And you guys are just like, no, I have to go. And these people are so worried about you and they mess themselves up. It's almost like everything that you have gave them, they can reverse if they don't get it together quickly. So it's like whatever this is that you give people, whether it's help, whether it's fame, whether it's notoriety, whether it's positions, higher positions, climbing up the ladder, knowledge, wisdom, spiritual knowledge, whatever it may be to help them to get them to where they need to be. Um, it's almost like you guys are kind of like, I'm not gonna say a gigolo, but you guys are like a spiritual. You guys are like a spiritual, like, what's the word for this? I don't know, maybe like a spiritual, like, go to. Like, people, it's like the spiritual world knows, like, hey, there is this one person, like, you're very famous in the spiritual world, and people feel like you are famous for bringing other people to, like, where they need to be. Okay, to like catapult them to like some sort of abundance, whatever it is that they're yearning for or searching for, or they feel like they need. Their angels and ancestors will agree with them. Okay, you want to get to this level, you want to do better for yourself, you want to get this, you want to get that, you want to get more money, you want to get a better position, you want to level up, you want to have the car, the house, the clothes, you want to have a lover. Sure, we're gonna it's like the angels and ancestors are like, we know somebody who's very famous in the spiritual world, like the top. It's like almost like talking about the top lawyer, like, we're gonna call this person, and then they get in tune with your angels and ancestors. Your angels and ancestors give you signs like, hey, this is the person you need to help. Okay, and you just need to help them because this is what we've agreed on. Okay, and it's almost like your angels and the ancestors are getting some sort of exchange financially, in regards to you helping someone else. And this is how you like get your coins or get your money, or not even just coins financially, but your spiritual Mario coins. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because given like some pimp shit, I'm not pimp shit, but yeah, yeah, it's just like, it's almost like Mean Girls. Like, a lot of people think like, no, it's not like Mean Girls because Regina George was already popular. This is like a high school movie where there's like a lame, or like somebody who's been shitted on, like somebody who's been done wrong. Well, yeah, never mind. So yeah, like Mean Girls, and Lindsay helped her friend who used to be popular, and Regina George like ruined her whole reputation. And like, here's Lindsay Lohan, she comes in and she like fucks this whole shit up. Okay, and even at the end of the movie, she still stays with her friends, and Regina George's friends like kind of split. So this is kind of like this, like, you. But see, the only thing about it is, I really feel these people. It's not like Regina George. Regina George at the end of the movie, it was kind of like, okay, agree to go our separate ways. We're cool. These people are like, no, you can't leave me. You can't leave me. And I think they don't want you to leave because people realize you bring so much of the whole time when you come into an underdog's life. Okay, this is the vibe it's given. These people start to feel like, oh, this is me. I'm the one that has the abundance. I'm the one that's really cool. I'm the one that has these ideas. I'm the one that has this. I'm the one that has that. Like, this is me. And then when you leave, all that shit starts do, and it just as fast as it comes is as fast as it goes. And then they start to realize, like, oh my God. So it was like a by affiliation. And then they realize, like, wait, nobody thinks I'm cool anymore. Like, I can't keep up with my ideas on like different shit to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they want to come back around to you. All right. And then they'll even try to get someone else and think, oh, this person, you know, this person will catapult me, or this person will help me, like the collective help me. And then they'll go to another person and it's like, where is it? Like, where's the abundance? Where's that energy? Where's that magic? It's like people feel like you are doing some sort of magic or spell work. And it's because you have a contract with God to help them. But I feel like what these people are supposed to do is they're supposed to get some sort of knowledge from you. Okay, they're supposed to learn from you, not use you. And I kind of feel like that's what occurs, is they just use you for your energy, and they don't gain the knowledge, the wisdom, and learn from you like they need to, so they can be their own separate individual. Um, because I feel like even with the Mean Girls with Regina George, I feel like her and Lizzie learned what they needed to learn. Like, they realized at the end of the movie we needed each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they were able to nod heads at each other and go their separate ways. And like I said, in that movie, Lindsay was wearing a pink shirt at the end of the movie. It was almost like, bitch, this was meant for me, not for you. Okay, so it's kind of like, it's supposed to be like that, but people never want to end it like that with you. They never want to just nod heads and like move along, like, hey, thank you for teaching me this lesson. Like, you taught me something, I taught you something, and we can go about our way, and it made me a better person, it made you a better person. I feel like these people are just like, when you leave, they're just like, no, you have to come back. you you have to come back because I'm losing it. Okay, I'm not. I can't do this without you. Okay, I feel like the conclusion is basically collective. Um, you are just sent to. I swear to God, you are sent to like rescue people, and it's a lot with love relationships. So if this is a friend, maybe your friend, you get connected to somebody who's going through a really abusive relationship or something like that. Like, you get connected to those type of people. And this is a lover, you get connected to a lover who's been done it really badly, like to the point where they're just like, oh, love is never for me anymore. And you don't really are able to understand why you're dealing with these people, but you just kind of go with it. It's kind of like, what, I'll just trust the divine. I'll surrender to this situation, because apparently they're guiding me to this person to help them, to bring them advantages that they need. Apparently, something has been there's been a meeting in the spiritual world, and I was a part of that meeting to initiate, to bring advantages for this person's life, to show them like, hey, it's not over. Better things are to come from this. But I feel like I say, it's something about like God, your angels, ancestors telling you, hey, this is the plan. You're going to be with this person. You're going to help them. You're going to be with this friend. You're going to help them out of this situation. You're going to be at this job. You're going to help bring this. But it's always something deep inside of you. Your intuition kind of always tells you, like, I don't think they're going to. It's almost like, I don't think they're going to accept these advantages. I don't think they're going to see them as advantages. I think their ego is going to come into play, and they're going to fuck it up for themselves. And I feel like this, but I think what is going on is God is like, your angels and ancestors and God are just kind of like, listen, we feel this, we get what we get where you're coming from. We know what you're feeling. You feel a little bit of like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But what God always does, he gives people free will. Everybody has their free will. So it's like God is just like, listen, we kind of feel the same thing. We feel like they might fuck this up. They might, well, God is not going to curse, but we feel like they might mess it up and so forth, right? But just still do it. Let's just see. Maybe they might surprise us. It's kind of like that. It's like you never know. They might surprise us. So just help us out. God is literally coming to you like, do me a solid. Okay? Do me a solid just so I could see something. And in the end, you will get rewarded. You will get rewarded for just being a true, loyal soldier. Okay? Being a true, loyal, my baby. Like you are my baby. Okay? Just doing it with no hesitation. And I feel like you were like, I mean, okay, I don't think it's gonna work, but sure. I mean, if you feel like this is what you want to do, God, I'll go along with it. I don't think nothing good gonna come from it, but who knows? Maybe, like you said, it might surprise us. Let's see. And then every time, they never surprise you, God, your angels or your ancestors. It's just always like disadvantages. Disadvantages. Um, this reading is just basically saying like you have a job, God sends you on a mission, and whether there's disadvantages for these people, whether they learn their lessons or not, this brings advantages for you. But I will say this though. I will say this though. You kind of have to live with the aftermath of like these people trying to come for you, trying to make it seem like, oh, they're the crazy one. They had to leave because they did this to me, they did that to me. And these people know deep down inside, like, they were doing all of the bullshit to you. And you were just kind of like going about your way and trying not to go there with them. Um, I feel like it's just the nuisance of these people trying to continue to keep this high level uphill climbing the ladder reputation. But like once you're gone, it's over. It's nothing they can do. So I think that's like the only little nuisance that you have to deal with. But other than that, these people are a stepping stone to your destinations, because you're living life authentically and you're living the life of someone who is doing missions for God. Okay. I feel like you have your fun in regards to this. I feel like you literally have fun seeing people get lifted up. Okay. So yeah, so it's just kind of saying like disadvantages for these other people, but a lot of advantages for you. So